here, 9.3, audience of TV shows. So the number of people who watched a TV episode is a function of the show's episode number. So here are three graphs of three functions, A, B, and C, representing the three different TV shows. So what we have to do is match each description to a graph that could represent the situation. This show has a good core audience. They have a guest star in the 5th episode that brought in some new viewers, but most of them stopped watching after that. So if I'm looking at that, so good core audience means people are consistently watching. A guest star might have people watch it for a while, but then stop. So if I'm looking at that at the 5th episode, this show is going up. Here, people watching this show is going down. Here, this show is staying consistent, but that 5th episode is higher. So I believe that this is show C. So I'm going to rate C by it. Here, the show is one of the most popular shows, and its audience keeps increasing. So I'm looking at that. This is showing a consistent increase in the number of people. So I'm going to say that would be show A. Here, the show has a small audience, but it's improving, so people keep noticing. Here, I would also say that could possibly be show A, depending on this. So the number of people here keep watching. So I would describe that as show A. This just kind of depends on if it's a lot of viewers or little. Is this measured in millions, or maybe this is measured in 100,000s of viewers? Here, the show started out huge, even though it feels like it crashed. It still has more viewers than any other show. This could be like 10 million viewers, and then the viewership decreased, but it still has lots of viewers comparatively. So I'm going to call that show B. So here, which is the greatest, A of 7, B of 7, or C of 7? So down here, I'm just going to write A of 7, what it equals, B of 7, and what it equals, and C of 7, and what it equals. So I'm just going to go back and look at that. So here's 7. A of 7 looks to be about it's between 1.5 and 2. So I'm going to put that as 1.75. So now we're going to look at B of 7. Here's B of 7, and that looks to be about 4. And then we're going to look at C of 7. So going back here, here's C of 7. That seems to be about, I'm just going to say 3.5. So if you look at this, the greatest is B of 7. And what that would tell us is the show has the most viewers in week 7. So now, sketch a graph of viewership of the 4th TV show that had nothing to do with matching the graph. So let's look here. I would pick the 4th TV show to be C. So it has a small audience, but it's improving and more people are noticing. So we could say that this is maybe 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0. So maybe week 0, it started at 0. Week 1, little bit. People start talking about it. Week 3, it goes up to 0.2. Week 4, 0.2, and so on. We're just seeing a slow increase where people are like, oh, it's a cool show, but maybe it doesn't have a lot of commercials about it, so people don't know about it yet.